From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Jenkins, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 Podcast for Wednesday, April 3rd. Today began with a violent start in the Circle City. Police say one person is dead after a shooting near a home on LaSalle Street near the city's east side. Reports show that officers were called to the area just before 6:30 this morning. Officers found the victim with a gunshot wound. They were pronounced dead at the scene. This is a developing story, so make sure you check with us both on air and online at wishtv.com. Police say a man is dead after being shot and left outside of a laundromat on the far east side. It happened just after 9:40 last night near 38th and Midhofer. Police say a vehicle drove up to the Indy laundromat and someone inside the car pushed the man with a gunshot wound out. Officers tell us he died at the hospital. His identity has not been released and no arrests have been made. Police also say they don't know where or when the man was shot. Disturbing charges against a former IMPD officer accused of raping a woman while he was on the job, and prosecutors allege this wasn't the first time he's broken the law. News 8's Colin Bailey has more on the claims and the timeline.
Prosecutors say this happened back on January 6th. Myron Howard had been on the force for about a year at the time. The Marion County Prosecutor's Office says Howard was initially sent to a home on North Olney Street for domestic violence. A woman's boyfriend was arrested in the case, but prosecutors say Howard later returned to the home and raped the woman who had made the initial call to police. The alleged victim told police that Howard told her he could have charged her with domestic violence too, so she had to, in Howard's words, do him a favor. Prosecutors say Howard confirmed he had sex with the victim, but he says it was consensual and initiated by her. Howard was fired by IMPD last month. He is now charged with felony counts of rape, criminal confinement, and official misconduct. IMPD Chief Chris Bailey issued this statement saying, in part, his alleged actions not only violated his sacred oath to our community, but he abused his power and took advantage of a victim when she was most vulnerable. Now, we also got a statement from the Indianapolis Fraternal Order of Police. The union statement said it found, quote, the allegations disturbing, disappointing, and deeply troubling. We remain focused on enforcing the law regardless of who it involves. Howard is now being held in the Marion County Jail on a $100,000 bond. In the newsroom, I'm Colin Bailey for Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook for updates.
Cleanup is underway in Evansville after at least one tornado swept through the area yesterday morning. It damaged a Motel 8 just off of US 41, south of I-64, and a nearby gas station. We have photos of that damage available on wishtv.com. One woman talked to us about how the storm blew out the windows in her car. Just take a listen.
It's almost overstimulation of senses. Everything's so loud and powerful, like nothing I've ever experienced before.
The tornado also brought down trees and power lines in the area. Thankfully, no injuries have been reported. When it comes to the weather, Storm Track 8 says you can expect a cold, cloudy, and blustery day. Marcus Bailey has your News 8 Daily 8 forecast.
We're blustery, we're cloudy. We're going to have some precip that we're going to have to deal with a little bit here throughout the day as well. Let me walk you through some things. Live look at Storm Tracker right now. Just some very light shower activity that's rolling across the state here for this morning. Just kind of hit and miss. All right. And this will be with us, I think, for the next several hours, including the morning drive. Enough that it'll get the windshield wiper moving in spots, but it's not widespread. But you can see up around Frankfort and north of Crawfordsville, near Lebanon and Kokomo and Tipton and over toward Muncie. Again, some just very, very light rain. There is more moisture up toward Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin. Now you're looking at it and saying, well, wait a minute, that's snow. It will warm up a little bit as it gets closer to us and flip the switch to rain, but it'll be a very chilly rain heading our way for the afternoon. 38 now, southwest wind at 11. Chills are around 30 or 20 degrees, just about 20 degrees colder than 24 hours ago. It's nearly 30 degrees colder down along the Ohio River. Let's talk about precip chances here for the day today. Storm Track 8 Futurecast, as I just mentioned, from now through around midday, just some of these spotty light showers. Lunchtime into the afternoon, scattered rain, maybe some embedded thunderstorms. Don't want to rule that out, non-severe. And as we continue into the late afternoon, early evening, I think you could get a little bit of snow or grapple pellets mixing in, those frozen little ice balls, mixing in with some of the rain. as we go into the late afternoon and early evening. So it does show you how chilly it is. I wouldn't rule out maybe some cold air funnels, too, just because of this low overhead spinning. Sometimes you can see those as well. Those rarely touch the ground. 39 at noon, 42, the best that we can do. Average high for this time of year should be closer to 60, so we are way off the mark. And unfortunately, tomorrow might be kind of a carbon copy from what we're going to experience for the day today. I do have some improvement for the weekend and looking a lot better as we gear up for the eclipse day on Monday and the rest of the new week. We'll talk about that in my 8-day forecast coming your way in just a few minutes.
To get a peek at the full forecast, just head over to wishtv.com or you can download the Wish TV Storm Track 8 app. And don't forget to check out our Storm Track 8 weather blogs. Holiday World and Splash and Safari is auctioning off the first rides on its new Thanksgiving-themed roller coaster. It's called Good Gravy. The park says ceremonial first rides in about 1 month on Friday, May 3rd. Good Gravy takes passengers aboard a gravy boat and through a Thanksgiving feast. If you want to be the first aboard the gravy train, you can bid for a coach online. Bids begin at $150. The park says proceeds go to help the North Spencer Community Action Center. It provides social services to residents in Spencer County. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 podcast for Wednesday, April 3rd. I'm Jeremy Jenkins for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go, connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.